Hi, everybody. Morgan Heitzma here, your Director of Agent Services, and today we're going to be talking about goals here. Now, goals are going to be a large part in what we're going to be setting up for our business in 2021. I know that there's going to be a section inside of KW Command where it says reports, and that's really where we're going to be focusing all of our attention today. Inside of reports, there's a number of different statisticals that we can view, and so I wanted to let you guys know that we're going to cover all of the reports, but I wanted to broaden your horizons a little bit more and give you a few other tools for your reports, for your goals when you guys are setting those up for 2021. Again, big shout out to Karen. Thank you so much for mic checking me, making sure that my microphone is on. The biggest props I can for you. We'd be going through this whole training null and void. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. But that should give us a few minutes for others to join us here. For those of you who are just joining us here today, welcome to Tech Talks at 2 o'clock. We have this every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on our Facebook Live page. We just discuss KW Command platform and all the different applets and how to utilize those for your business. Jumping in here, I'm going to jump into our classroom again. As we make our way into our classroom right here, we'll have our main homepage that we can view, as well as the instructor view. If you check down below my camera here, if you give us a like or a share, it'll scroll your name across the bottom here. Kind of gives you a way of branding yourself to this recording here. If you are looking for any extra information, any extra help at all, every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have a study hall on our kwtechhelp.com. So again, please feel free to make your way over there and utilize those resources. It's an open class where we come in with a blank notepad and pen, and we say, tell us what to teach for the hour. So again, you get a full hour with the Agent Services Division where you get to build the agenda for that training. So now we'll have it this Friday. We'll have it next Friday, but the Friday after that's going to be Christmas, and we will postpone that until the following Friday. So if you guys ever get bored in this live stream right here, if you see this scrolling color palette right here, if you type exclamation point and then a color into the Facebook comments down below, it should change my background color right here. So if you type exclamation pink, it should change pink here. If you type exclamation point green, it should change green for a few seconds. So again, just a way to kind of let me know that you guys are here. All right, so we're making our way into our goals here. Now, again, before we jump the gun and go into our goals, let's make our way to our reports here. Because goals are just a small section of our reports. I'll go ahead and click on my red KW square right here. And this will open up the left-hand navigational icons into, the titles into our icons right here. And we're going to really work on reports here today. Now, inside of reports here, we have our dashboard, and Command's done a really good job of kind of creating a dashboard for all of these different icons right here. So, for example, if I were to go to campaigns also has a dashboard where, again, it's just small little, an overview of what's going on in this page right here. So again, inside of reports right here, they give you a dashboard, small little widgets into what's going on with your business. So if we look right here, right down below, we have our dashboard overview. So this kind of gives us an overview of what this dashboard's going to look like. So do we want total records, contacts, or leads? So I just did total records right here, just because I don't have any leads. Excuse me. And as we scroll down right here, we'll see our database health score. And again, this is all drawing from your contact section right here. As we scroll down here, you'll actually see percentage graphs on how your contacts are looking, depending on what number of information that you've added to those contacts. So, so again, as it sits right here, it says that 90% of my contacts have phone numbers, 98% have emails, 99 addresses, 83% neighborhoods, 0% home anniversaries, and 94% birthdays. So it looks like I'm doing pretty good on my database health score, except for home anniversaries right here. I'm pretty competitive myself, and if you guys are like that as well, we also have a toggle button up here where we can compare our database health score to other agents and areas in our region. So if I toggle this on, if I toggle compare on, you'll see I can toggle, I can compare with agents in the market center. I can compare with agents in my state. I can compare with all agents, agents in my production bracket, or agents in the top production bracket. So here you can actually see how my database stacks up compared to others in my area. As we scroll down right here, you see that you have a gray bar now, and this gray bar will reflect what everyone else's database health score average is like. So as you see here, it's still pretty decent. As we scroll down right here, it also has your database activity score. So this really just gives you a brief overview on how active you're staying within your database. Now, since I use this for teaching examples, you see that I'm really in the red right here. But as you see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different sections. You have a percentage reached out to in the last 0 to 30 days, reached out to in the last 31 to 60 days, 61 to 90 days, and 91 or more. So you have 30, 60, 90 days or more than 90 days. So here you can see what percentage that you've reached out to your database within these allotted amount of times. So pretty nifty right here. Just off the bat, all I had to do is click reports, and I get to see all the statistical information right here. As you see right here, I have lead sources. Again, I don't have, I just imported a database, my database, so I don't have too much of different graphs right here to show you. But this would really filter out where your sources have come from. Next, we're going to travel over to reports right here. So again, this is just the dashboard right here. So we have reports, goals, lead routing, emails, and text right here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see that a little bit more. There you go. So reports, goals, lead routing, emails, and text right here. So as we travel over to reports here, you'll see the number of reports from your opportunities right here. But we can also click to draw down and view our reports depending on these 3 topics right here. So it shows opportunities right off the bat, but if I wanted to show my goals report right here, I can see that. If I wanted to show, we'll do opportunities again. This is where we started. We can see our opportunity report. And again, they give you really good statistical information. Some of this info I don't have, you guys, apologies. I'm not a real estate agent, so I don't do any active deals. But what we have right here is total opportunities, new opportunities. You have your potential and probable income, and then your commissions right here. And then your opportunity phase. And then here's your cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, and close. That really reflects the opportunities right here. It also gives you an average time on how long these opportunities stay in this section right here. So you have your listing opportunity overview, but you also have a buyer opportunity overview as well. So again, think of the same statistical information, but one's for the buyer side and one's for the listing side. And last but not least, we have our database report right here. We'll just go ahead and give this a click. And this shows our database, right? Our CRM, our contacts. So we scroll down right here. You'll see that our records indicate that I have 134 contacts. My database health score is 83%. That's pretty decent. Total number of contacts is 134. Again, should be accurate. And then new leads and total leads. Again, that should be accurate as well. So as we scroll down right here, you'll see activities. So here's going to be the number of activities that you are actively doing, right? So how many emails have you sent out? How many text messages have you sent out? How many notes have you gathered on your contacts right here? How many listings have been favorited? And so on. So here you can actually view everything that's going on with your database right now. So with these, honestly, with your reports, you guys, I'm just going to stop right here. With your reports, you guys, this is such valuable information to see what's going on with your business, to see how to adjust what's going on with you and Command. So here's the thing. If you see that, you know, that your campaigns aren't doing too well, but you're only doing one campaign, right? Maybe switch it up. Maybe do some text, maybe do some emails, maybe do some social media, right? So here you're actually going to be able to base those graphs off of everything that you're currently doing with your business. And I'm gonna jump back over here again. As we see this right here, you'll also have your database fields. So phone numbers, email addresses, physical mailing addresses, neighborhoods, home anniversaries, and birthdays. Like, you'll have all these information right here at your fingertips, so you can know, oh my gosh, I actually have to work on gathering more birthdays than I thought. I have to work on adding people to neighborhoods more than I thought. So now you can start to pinpoint some different activities that you can start to engage in with you and your contact. So pretty cool stuff right here. And we just kind of hit the tip of the iceberg. So we have these reports right here. So really view all of these reports. Again, everything's being worked on. If you guys are having issues right now, full disclosure before we get too deep into this, if you guys are having issues with, say, DocuSign, or having issues with your agent sites, or some stuff similar to that, it may have to do with these updates that are currently happening right now. As you guys may or may not be aware, eEdge is going away at the end of the year, so keep that in mind. We will be having a holiday special for that getting equipped and getting all of your stuff out of there and all set up into Command. But as it sits today, Command has all of the tools and resources that you need in order to run your business successfully without your eEdge. Okay, so eEdge and Market Leader are going to go away. You can go ahead and pay for it. I think it's $119. So each individual agent, you guys can purchase it if you want to. However, I'm going to stress to you guys, it's up to you. You can come here and hang out with me for a little bit, and you guys will be all caught up to speed, or you can pay that $119 and get and still be familiar with that Market Leader Pro. But I'd highly suggest moving over to your Command system, you guys. I'd get excited about it because with having us here as your agent services to help train you along the way, and having alternative resources at your fingertips, you guys are going to be so well equipped to save some money and have everything in one location for you guys. So as we move over here, we're gonna move over to our goals next. Well, actually, I'm gonna skip goals here. I'm gonna skip goals for the end. We're gonna move over to lead routing right here. And again, as you see, if I had a team right here, I'd be able to see some statistics. If you guys are getting this error message as well, it may be a command update. If you guys are starting to populate information, it could be because I just don't have a team. So we may just skip this one for now. But if you guys have any questions on this at all, if I don't cover anything at all, guys, right down below, Study Hall right here. every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. kwtechhelp.com. Next, we're going to go over to emails right here. And since Command set us up with Command Email, since KW set us up with Command Email, we now get 5,000 free email sends per month. Now, guys, I want you to be strategic when you guys are sending these emails out, because if you have a database of 5,000 and you want to send an email to all of them, you'd only be able to send one email out per month. Okay, so whether that be from a smart plan, whether that be from an email campaign, they're all drawing from the same lot. Okay, so if you have smart plans that are sending emails out, if you have campaigns that are sending emails out, they're both drawing from this 5,000 right here. So as we see right here, we'll scroll down. It says email report, and then it'll give us an email overview. And then I have a monthly usage right here. Now, if my total monthly usage exceeds right here, then I'll no longer be able to send emails out, right? I'll have to wait until the next month. If you feel that this is not enough emails for you, what we can do is we can go ahead and click on the marketplace. I'm just going to open it in a new tab, you guys. Give us just a moment here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the marketplace and we're going to just type in Command Email and then hit enter. And inside Command Email right here, you'll see that it says starting at $9.99 a month. Well, I'm going to click on this to explore it a little bit more. And as you guys see right here, let's go to additions and pricing. As you see, you get 5,000 free email sends per month, okay? If you guys are looking to upgrade to more emails per month, you guys can go ahead and purchase depending on what you need, okay? So if you need 10,000, if you need to double your emails, then you can buy it at $10 a month, okay? And so on. So here's all of your different, you can go from 5,000 up to 50,000 emails, from free to $70, okay? So there's that for you. Command Email in the marketplace. Now, as we scroll right here, I'm not quite sure how easy it is to read that, just because I know it's white on gray. I'm just going to highlight these right here. Then you have your email usage. And as you see, I only sent one email out from my Command Email, but as I start to fill up through my monthly email usage, you'll see that this will start to populate right here. And down below right here, again, keep in mind, you guys, I only sent one email out. It'll give me a metrics based off of who is opening, reading, clicking, replied to, unsubscribed from, and marked as spam, okay? You'll be able to see who is opening, maybe not who, but how many people or what percentage of your emails are doing what, okay? So if you send a really great newsletter out and it's always being opened, always being clicked on, then you kind of know that that's a pretty decent email newsletter. If you send out a campaign that is always being unsubscribed from or marked as spam, then you'll kind of know that maybe you need to tweak that email a little bit and kind of get it back over into the open and clicked over here, okay? So think open and clicked are positive, marked as spam, unsubscribed are negative, clicked, replied, undelivered are informational. And next we're going to go to our text right here. So as we make our way over to our text here, think of it very similar to our emails, right? But only these are automated text messages. Now, as far as I'm aware, we do not have any free text messages from Twilio. As this sits right here today, you have two options. You have one option to send manual text messages out. You can get automated tasks to remind you to send those texts out. So you have manual texts or you have automatic texts, okay? So what we're talking about here inside of our reports are going to be our automatic text messages, okay? So your automatic text messages are actually going to be sent through Twilio, which is going to be an outside platform, Twilio. Let's jump back in here. Now inside our text messages right here, you can see that we have our credit usage. And we have 10%, 20%, 30%, 40, 50, and so on. And down below here, we have our message usage. So total number of text messages, SMS equals text message, MMS equals picture message, okay? It's going to be important because when we dive into, we're going to get back to the marketplace and look at Twilio. It's going to be important to note this as well as credits when we get to the marketplace. So here on our message usage, we have text messages, 0 cents, and I have 0 credits, so on. And then picture messages, okay? Pretty self-explanatory. Your one country code is USA. So if you maybe travel to Mexico, sorry, I didn't mean to say that so loud. If you travel to Mexico for vacation or something, and you kind of try and set this up and it's roaming or something like that, it may have a different country code. If you're in a different country, it may have a different country code as well. May have different rates as well. But as we see right here, we'll scroll up to the top, and I'm not going to click on Marketplace here just because I think it's an extra added step for you guys. They actually have a button right here that says Upgrade Plan. And as you see right here, I do not have Twilio installed. This would be as if you came in brand new, not knowing what Twilio was at all. What we can do is we can go ahead, go to our reports here, go to text, and then we'll just click Upgrade Plan. And as we are upgrading our plan right here, as we click Upgrade Plan, it'll take us straight to Twilio just because we are on the text section right here. So it'll take us to Twilio. And first and foremost, before we read any of this stuff right here, I kind of want us to focus our attention onto this section right here. It kind of gives you step-by-step instructions on what's going to happen. So step number 1, get a Twilio subscription. Okay. Step number 2, set up a number within command, sorry. And step number 3, you'll be ready to send or receive messages. So as we scroll down right here, let's go to additions and pricing. Here are going to be your different pricing plans. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 different pricing plans, and they range from 300 credits a month to 15,000 credits a month. Okay, from $3.16 a month to $109 a month. Okay, so these are going to be your price ranges. Let's see if I can get that in order. $316 to $109. This is going to be your price ranges in order to utilize Twilio. Now, before I get into the credits and how the Twilio credits work, it's best to, I'm not quite sure if I said this yet or not, but it's best to utilize Twilio for, say, special occasions, right? I would not set up Twilio to be an everyday automatic text messenger. To me, the pricing just does not add up to me. I would still sit there and I would still send those manual texts, those hand punch texts, and I would use these Twilio texts to send out certain events or something like that. Now it's hard to say, it's hard to shrink it down to one section like events, right? But again, think about this. If you have a certain number of credits and you need to send, we just had Thanksgiving, right? We just had our pie giveaway. If you need to send a whole bunch of automated text messages out to your clients for your giveaway, that to me would be a more justifiable reason to use Twilio than to just have it send daily automated texts. I would be strategic in the way that you're using your credits and the way that you're setting up the systems if you do choose to use Twilio, okay? So you don't have to use Twilio. It's totally optional. It's just automated text messaging for you. So be strategic in that, okay? I want you guys to be able to save as much money as you guys can. So as we make our way over to our credits here, so this is our pricing, right? From $3.16 a month to $109 a month. So for 300 credits right here, you get one user, 300 credits, and you get to send and receive between 100 to 300 messages per month. Now, this is pretty important because it says from 100 to 300. Well, 100 to 300 is 1 times to 3 times as much, right? So where's the gap when it comes to sending and receiving these messages right here? Well, that all comes on your left-hand corner right here. So all plans include one Twilio phone number. Unused credits are rolled over to the next month. That's pretty nice. But these are the next ones that kind of get you when you think about your credits, okay? So right here, it automatically tells you right off the bat that one picture message equals 3 credits, okay? So right there, as we see, if you send picture messages worth 300 credits, you will only be able to send 100 picture messages, automatic. Okay? If we scroll down here to one SMS, one regular text message equals 1 credit for our US country code. So that means that if you just send a regular text message with no picture, then you'll be able to send 300 messages per month. So let's scroll down here because there's going to be another one too. You get 2 credits for other country code numbers, okay? So if you're in Mexico or if you're in Canada, if you're overseas, chances are you'll only be able to send probably about 150 text messages. Scrolling down here, a number of credits per text message or MMS apply to messages sent and received. So keep that in mind too. So if you send an automatic text message and somebody replies to that, that also costs you that credit, okay? So keep that in mind. So really, when you're sending 300 text messages out, if you get 300 replies back, then all of a sudden you get charged 600 credits. And last but not least, you have one text message up to 160 characters. Okay? 160 characters. That's like I think like a tweet, right? So you have 160 characters or 70 characters if emojis or special characters are included. So you only have about 2 or 3 sentences if emojis are included. Okay? So this is what I think kind of trips everybody up when it comes to scheduling or signing up for your Twilio. So keep that in mind right there. So as we go back here to our credit usage inside of our reports right here, you'll see that your 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%, 90% limit right here. And they'll also give you your credits. They'll let you know what your credits are remaining right here. Again, you have your text messages and your picture messages. And I'm sure this probably looks a little bit more familiar to you now that we went over the the price plan and the credits and things like that. If you guys have any questions at all, or just to let me know that you're here, just shoot some comments down below in the chat box, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions, or just say hi. So these are going to be your report section right here. So again, dashboard, reports, goals, lead routing. Again, we may need to take another moment at that. Emails and texts. So before I leave text right here, you have credit usage. Again, there's also going to be an eyeball, like a little information icon right here, and it also lets you know right off the bat, 1 picture message equals 3 credits, 1 text message equals 1 credit, 1 text message outside of the country equals 2 credits. So yeah, so that's how you guys start to utilize your Twilio and things like that. All right, let's jump into goals here. So I didn't cover goals. I actually saved that for last. Let's jump into goals. Goals are gonna look very similar to our reports and emails and text messages right here. It's all statistical information on the tasks that you are doing and how they relate to you accomplishing your goals. So again, consider this basically a layout of your business and how you're doing in your business and what you kind of need to focus on in order to hit those goals that you set. So again, let's jump back in here. So inside of our goals, I'm going to close up this left-hand icon, right? This left-hand column right here. Inside our goals, we have our goals versus our actuals. So everybody sets a goal, right? Everybody sets a goal. Everybody hopes, think of it as a New Year's resolution, right? Everybody hopes for the best, but as the year progresses forward, we may need to adjust our goals. We may not have hit them, or on the other side, we may consistently hit and exceed our goals to the point where the goal that we set up at the beginning of the year has become null and void. So when we get to our goals versus our actuals, that's what we're talking about. So what's the goal that you set at the beginning of the year versus the actual representation of what's going on this month, right? Okay, jumping back over here, goals versus actuals. So as we see right here, we have our leads, our contracts, our appointments set, our appointments kept, our agreements, our under contract, and our closed units. So this is basically the timeline of the moment a lead comes through to the moment that you close on a deal right here. Okay. So the moment a lead comes through to the moment that you close on a deal. So as we see right here, this is the percentage that reflects how many contracts I've entered year to date, how many leads I've gathered year to date, how many appointments I've set year to date, appointments I've kept, agreements, under contract, and closed year to date. Okay? So this kind of just gives us a brief overview on what's going on. Now, I skipped this section up top here. This is just kind of a color key. This lets you know what color is lead generation, what color is listings right here, what color is buyers. And I'm going to skip these boxes. If we scroll over, we can compare, which will be this gray button right here. So we can actually compare to others. Now I'm going to turn this compare button off right here. I'm going to focus our attention, again, left to right on show all and this year. So I can click show all. I can click just my listings or just my buyers right here. So if I wanted to be more specific, I can see really what's going on in my business. So I'm just gonna keep it on show all. And next you have this year. And again, you can switch that from looking at the broad yearly aspect or the monthly. So everything that's going on currently in that month. And I personally kind of like to keep it I like to keep it monthly. Just so I know, those smaller increments in those 4 weeks, I know what my goal is and what I need to do to accomplish them. So that's what I personally like to keep it on is those show this month. But again, as the months go on, you're in month 7, month 8, month 9 of the year. You can click this year. You can start to see if you're on track and how things are going. So we'll scroll down here a little bit more, and we have a profit tracker right here. So again, this just tracks all of your profit. Again, since I'm not a real estate agent, you guys, this is going to be a pretty poor representation. But bear with me here and use your imagination. Fill in some colors right here. Where are you at in your profit tracker for your annual profit goal? Tell me in the comments below. And you can also do this year or this month. Again, you guys know me, and I like to do it by those smaller increments. I like to know how much I need to make this month in order to be on track for the year. As we scroll down here a little bit more, we have activities breakdown. So we have activities for this year and activities for this month. Again, I'm going to move it back over to this month. You'll see that I have no activities to date. But if I move back over to this year, you see that I have 809 activities to date. And as we scroll down here below, you see that emails, 789 have been from emails, 14 from neighborhood searches, 15 from meetings, and 4 from other, which is going to be the small little graph right here. And that's pretty cool too, you guys. Check this out. I can hover over the section and it'll give me the percentage that I'm looking at. So emails 79%, 786. If I go over to the purple is neighborhood searches, 14% or 2%. Sorry, 14 or 2%. Meetings, 1% or 5. And then right here, the skinny little section, other, I have 2 smart plans, 2 notes, and then 0 for the rest. I can show percentage values, or I can just show the number, depending on what I like to use. I'd probably go number myself. Just again, these are personal preferences, you guys. I'd go number just because when I hover over, it shows me the percentage. So I can see what number of emails I sent and stuff like that. And then if I really want to know the percentage, I can just hover over. Next, we have our goal conversion rates. Now, again, you have this month and this year. For me, again, it's really all depends on what you're looking at. I'd probably keep it on this year just because I have everything else on this month. So I have something to keep me on track for my goals. $150,000 is my profit goal, and this is what I'm on track for reaching that. On the right hand side, this is my growth commission income, or my GCI goal breakdown. So here again, month or year, you can show the percentage or show based off of dollar signs. Here we go, percentage, dollar signs. So 82% was my profit goal, 11% was from cost of sales, 7% operating expenses. So this is my CGI breakdown of what's going on right here. Now, as I scroll up right here and we go towards our goals, we have a button right here that says goal settings. Now, there's a few different sections that we can go to view this right here. And it's really just personal preference at this point. I strongly believe that goal setting will always be here. But if you click on the home page right here, I believe last week they just created a banner that says set yourself up for success by setting your 2021 goals. You have this banner that just populated right here. And if you click on this button right here, it'll take you to the same exact button, okay? So I'm just going to click the back arrow just so we're back on our reports page right here. I'm going to click on goal settings. Now, if you guys really want, I'll click on command right here, and I'll click on this one right here just to show you that it does take you to the same place. There's one other section that you can set up your 2021 goals if you guys are used to it, and that is going to be kwtechhelp.com. I'll type that in, kwtechhelp.com right here. And if we go to resources right here, we'll give this a click and scroll all the way down. You have your 4 Kelly guides right here. And here you have your goal setting. We'll go ahead and give that a click. And again, it's that same button right there. So back to our Kelly guides right here. Setting up our 2021 goals. In this Kelly guide, if you guys are unfamiliar on what Kelly guides are step-by-step instructions to kind of hold your hand into each step, so you know that you're setting everything up correctly. So right when you're done with it, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So as we see right here, again, I'm not quite sure how that visual looks, but step number 1 is setting up your goals. Step number 2 is setting your conversion rates. Number 3 is reviewing your goals, and number 4 is just going to be an extra, like if you guys want to set up like smart plans or something like that. So we'll scroll down here, and we're going to just click on get started. And when we click on get started right here, you'll see that we have our goals already, probably from the previous year. So we have our 2020 goals. But if I sit next year 2021 goals, well, that's pretty funny because it looks like they set us up with the same system that I was going to set us up for an example. So for example, if we want to set our profit goals as 1 million, if we want to net $1 million for the year, the right hand side is going to be all the different statistical information that we're setting up. The left hand side should reflect that information accurately for you, okay? So think of it as your CGI calculator, okay? So for those of you who are used to MyKW and your CGI calculator, think of this as your CGI calculator, but now inside of Command. So annual profit, they made this pretty easy for me. But what we're going to do here is, for those of you who are just starting off from scratch, just because, I do want to keep this authentic and original, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take, the MREA right here. I'm going to take the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, and I'm just going to utilize the information and the statistics that they have here for us to input for our goals. So for those of you who have the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, it's going to be at page 183 right here. Wait, where am I? There we go. Page 183. There we go. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. 183 right here. So we're just going to use this to kind of reference our goals too, okay? So, what is our 2020 annual profit goal right here? I'm going to show you these informational icons just to make sure that I don't skip anything for you guys. Amount of profit your business earns before taxes and after subtracting cost of sales and operating expenses, okay? So before taxes, after all of your costs. So, $1 million. Expenses. We're going to go to expenses right here. And again, I think these are so important that I'm just going to highlight all these informational icons for you. Expenses that are made whether or not a transaction takes place. So no ifs, ands, or buts. That money has been spent, right? So examples are salary, most lead genning, marketing expenses, education, occupancy, automobile expenses, gas, things like that. Okay. So these are expenses that are just part of the job. Can't really do anything about that. What is our expenses going to be? Our cost of sales right here. So cost of sales, expenses that are made only when a transaction takes place. So these are like your transaction coordinators. These are your market centers, your brokerages, your referral fees, your any sort of expenses that you have to pay during a transaction taking place. Okay, cost of sales. So expenses, cost of sales. So you have two different sides right here. Now, again, since I don't have let's see what we have right here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do cost of sales as, let's go 600. Well, we'll go 750. I know why they did 750. This 750 is in between the 100 cost of sales for listing and 600 for buyers. So, again, I guess I could keep that how it is. Business makeup right now. So this is really where you're going to have to dive in deep into your business and say, well, what's my business made up out of? Is it made up of mostly listings, mostly buyers? What's that percentage ratio truly look like? Because that's what's going to be the pivotal force into reaching my goals. So if I say that let's just go, I'm 70% buyer, a little buyer heavy, and I'm 30% on the listing side. And then we can start to average the commission per unit. Now, we already know that your average commission per unit is going to be different on the buyer side and the listing side. There's a absolutely phenomenal class on really breaking that down on what the prices look like for a buyer and for a listing. And just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go into that. But again, if you guys are interested, just let me know. Reach out to me. I can find a good instructor to teach and really break down that cost of sales for the listing and the buyer side. There's also great, phenomenal videos as well. All depends on how you truly like to be taught. So this is not accurate, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and keep this how it is. But your average commission per unit, you have the balance between sellers and buyers in your business. So here's the thing. The way that this works is listings are going to cost more, right? So listings are going to cost more in order for you to market, for you to promote and things like that, right? To find a buyer. So already, I'm giving you a small little snippet into that class anyways. So already you have to readjust for those expenses on the buyer and for the listing side, okay? For the listing side, you need to create flyers, you need to have open houses, you need a whole bunch of stuff that you need to promote as opposed to the buyer side. So that's why listings typically have a little bit higher increase right here in this field. But I'm gonna keep it average for now. I'm gonna hit next right here. And as we scroll over, you'll see that we have our goal conversion rates. And if you guys have been in business for a while, you guys will know this is a funnel right here. If you guys don't, this is what you call like a lead funnel, right? Or funneling your business. As it starts off right here, you start off with leads. And when the leads come in, it's your duty to reach out and build those relationships and get in touch with those leads and really be there for them, the moment that they're ready to list with you, right? And then you move them into contacts right here. So right when you start building that relationship, you can move them into contacts, right? And they give you little definitions right here. Leads are people who have shown interest in the service you offer but haven't engaged two-way in the conversation. Right? Contacts are leads who have held a two-way conversation and have established a value-based relationship, right? So so this is where you're going from the moment that somebody comes in, just clicks interested, to the moment that you're building that relationship out. And when they're ready to do business with you, then you'll start setting appointments. And as we read down here, appointment set is scheduled meetings with prospective clients. And the example that they have are listing consultations, face-to-face touches, to further that relationship that you've initially built right here. Next we have appointments kept. So scheduled means with prospective clients that actually take place. So these are the words that you really have to focus on. Scheduled meetings with prospective clients that actually take place. Prospective clients that actually take place right here. And as we move down right here, we have agreements. We have exclusive agreements between you and the client to do business with each other. So now you've entered into agreement that me and you are going to do business for one another. Next, you have under contract or pending. So these are going to be once guys have found that property, or you are under contract. Now we have accepted an accepted legally binding offer on homes, or when the landlord or tenant has signed a lease. And at the very bottom here, you have closed units. Let's see right here. And closed units are transactions between a buyer and a seller that have taken place with your assistance. So that's at the end of all of the job duties that we've went through this funnel. We'll have that closed transaction. Now, before I get too heavy into this side right here, one thing to note is the way this funnel works is it's a percentage-based system right here. So how this kind of works is, for example, the way this reads is the conversion rate is the moment a lead comes through, just clicks on my ad as they're interested. They have about a 5%. I have a 5% probability of closing on that deal. As we see right here, the moment I actually start to build that relationship, it should jump up a little bit more for me, because now we've actually established a connection, and now we're starting to kind of have that conversation back and forth. And then next right here, we have appointment set. So that should jump up as well. So as these funnels, as you start navigating down this line right here, you should see a jump in your percentage on your probability of closing right here. Now again, since I started off as a base sample, this is by no means accurate at all. So let's scroll down here a little bit and let's change these conversion rates, okay? So, and change these to reflect you and your business how the best you can, okay? So how this looks right here, right off the bat, is I'm going to change this for me and my business to say if somebody clicks on my ad as them just being interested, I probably have maybe, let's say, a 3% probability of closing on that deal. However, if I start to build a relationship and start to, have conversations with that lead, I think that I may jump up to like maybe about an 8% probability of closing right here. So, and as we scroll down right here, now again, you guys, you may need to go back and check your previous deals or your previous opportunities and kind of see how they fit and if it kind of makes sense to really hone in these goals to maximize your value and being able to reach them, okay? But as we go right here, appointments set to appointments kept. Now, if an appointment has been kept, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I think I jump up to probably about a 25% probability of closing. Now, and if they like me and we jump into an agreement, I probably have about a, let's say about a 40% probability of closing. We'll jump over here. Agreements to under contract to pending right here. Let me jump that up to 75 right here. And let's go to 90 right here. So I'll keep that at 75. And as you see right here, we'll start to really reflect what this looks like as we are trying to achieve our goals. So I know that my biggest pain point is probably going to be right here, going from leads to contacts. So I should probably beef that up a little bit more so we both raise these percentages right here. So leads may just keep at a 3%. It may raise to a 4%, but I bet you I could jump up contacts to maybe about a 10%. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hit save and continue right here, the bottom left-hand corner. And what it did is they took the goal that I wanted to make, and then they took the percentage based off of, you know, what it looks like in my business, and they configured both of them together to give me my annual goals. So as we scroll down right here, you see we're on the timeline. We're on review your goals right here. As you see right here, yes, this all looks perfectly fine. 2.5 million is my estimated in order to make my 1 million annual profit. Okay, so that's cost of sales and operating expenses combined lets me know how much I need to make additionally in order to reach that goal. So I need to make 2.5 million in order to reach my $1 million profit goal. As we go down here, we have that business makeup again. You have your buyers and your listings. What's your percentage heavy, and then your average commission unit. So this again just gives us just a brief overview on all the information that we've collected through our Kelly guide right here, and everything looks fine. So I'm going to click what's next right here. And when we get to the what's next, every Kelly guide has this. So I usually consider myself done at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll up at the top right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this white X button. I'm just going to get out of the Kelly guide right here. So as we jump over here, you guys see that we still have our 2020 goals set up right here. If you guys click on this drop down right here, we can choose our 2021 goals. Now, this does give us a time limit before it's effective. It looks like they're still waiting another day in order to get that configured, but you guys won't be able to view your 2021 goals until the next 24 hours, okay? So keep that in mind. Build your goals out, and then you'll be able to come back here and re-edit and reconfigure. If you guys are looking to edit those goals again, we can just click goal setting one more time. Jump down here to the Kelly guide. Again, that's that 2021, and here you are again. All right, you guys. There's going to be another few pieces of tools that I kind of want to give you guys here. And this is going to be in mykw.kw.com. Don't worry about searching for it. I'm just going to give you guys the link right here. Let me X out of some of these things right here. And one's going to be your career growth initiative right here. And these are just going to help you stay true to these goals that you guys are setting up. Okay. So again, let me X out of some of these things right here. So I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to make my way to mykw.kw.com. mykw.kw.com. Now, inside of mykw right here, we're going to need to make our way to technology. Well, actually to KW Connect. So I just click any of those things. And then in the search bar right here, I'm just going to type in CGI. And you should have CGI start to populate. But I just grabbed the page right here. It's kwconnect.com/page/CGI. So, so again, just a quick way to find it for you guys. I'm going to paste it here in the chat for you. Right here on this KW Connect page, you have something called the Career Growth Initiative. And this was the old version of what I just showed you, okay? So your goals inside a command, that's new. The CGI is an older version, but there's still really good resources on here, okay? So there's going to be a couple of things I want to show you guys. If we scroll down here inside of CGI, you'll have a couple of things called your wall of value, your 4 conversations, and your CGI tools. So here's your 4 conversations right here, and what this looks like on kind of on paper for us to kind of get a little bit more familiar with. So as it looks right here, we have listing appointments, and then we'll go on to those appointments taken. Our wall of value is going to be right here. And these three things combined equal our closing and then our profit. So how this looks is, first we take these listing appointments, and then these listings were taken. And our wall of value is something that what is the value that you provide as an agent, right? Is it your agent trend tool? Is it your lore report? Is it your expert report? What makes you stand out that makes these deals close? And as we scroll down right here, there's going to be a button right here that's going to be called 4 Conversations Flyer. And this is so important, you guys. This 4 Conversations Flyer that I personally think all of you guys should print out and hang up on your wall and fill this out every single month, because it's so handy. You guys go ahead and click on this Download Now button. You guys will get this CGI calculator. And as we move over here, this is what the CGI calculator, not the CGI calculator, the 4 conversations. This is what the 4 conversations is right here. So here you're actually going to be able to put this on your wall, and you'll be able to write out these numbers right here. So as it sits right here, it says that that my listings appointment for this month. We'll pause for a moment. We'll go back to our this right here. And here we should be able to view. I just can't view it yet. I have to wait 24 hours and I'll be able to view what I need to write inside of here. But for example here, let's just jump back over here. For example, let's say I need to make 25 appointments every month, okay? And out of those 25 appointments, I need to take 10 listings. Out of those 10 listings, I need 5 closings in order to net a profit of I don't know. I'm just writing a random number of 32K. So this is what it looks like right here. So you'll have your real number up top. You'll have your real number up top here. And down below, these will be your monthly goals. So now you'll be able to know how much appointments you're going on. So if I made probably about, let's say I made my 25 appointments. I took 8 listings. I know that's not right, but I know the profit at the end there is just a little skewed, but let's look at this for a minute here. So if I look at the month of January, my listing appointments, I made 25 appointments, so I hit my goal right there. That's a check. So I hit my goal right there. My appointments taken right here, I see that I did not hit my goal. So we'll go ahead and just X that one out right there. And then because I did not hit my goal on listings taken, you see everything else fall short to the wayside right here. So everything else, since I did not hit my goals, everything else is falling short. So now I'm actually going to be able to adjust my what everything looks like. So let's see. Did I end up sending this to you guys? Yep, you guys have the 4 conversations. I'll just copy this 4 conversations in the chat as well for you. Just so you guys have this. Really download this tool. This is so valuable, you guys, just to know where we're at. So if I did not hit my goal right here, let's see. If I did not hit my goal on listings taken, again, I didn't make any of that stuff, but let's stop for a moment and say, what happened? Why did I not hit my goals right here? If I know that I got 25 of my appointments out of 25, but my listings taken, I did not hit, chances are there's going to be something here in the middle that we need to focus on. So what is it? Is it your listing presentation? What's going on in the daily activities that caused you to get 2 less listings taken? Okay. So I guys want you to really take advantage and really utilize these CGI 4 conversations right here, because honestly, we use this all the time. If we know where we're at and where our goals are at every single month, and we're hitting those goals, then I mean really it's a roadmap. To me, I consider it a treasure map into your business and what you need to do in order to succeed. So take advantage of that, you guys. There's a couple other things in this website here. Let's see. You have other CGI tools, and you have tons of different videos as well. So I hope that helps you guys out. And I think that might be it for me today. It was a short class. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Please make your way to Study Hall on kwtechhelp.com. Let me show you again quickly where to go. kwtechhelp.com. Just go ahead and click on Join Us Live right here. It's going to be the Study Hall button right here. And again, that does it for me today. I always like to end off on happy birthdays. So it looks like we only have one birthday in our Experience Brokerage Network today. So so happy birthday, Danelle from KW Sunset Corridor. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful birthday. And let's go ahead and end it on our birthday song here for you. All right, have a good one, you guys. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Well, it's been a few years since you were born, and we're so glad you came into our time. So close your eyes, make a wish, blow out the candles, everyone.
Another one.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?